Hello, good morning. Well, last night, Britain officially went into a requested lockdown. The full lockdown doesn't really start until tomorrow. This is the third lockdown in 9 months. The first one was March the 23rd last year. The second one wasn't half term like everyone thought. It was 2 weeks after half term. November to December, 4 weeks. And this one is until at least the middle of February. In England anyway. And it isn't going to work. And the reason it will never work in this country is because no one enforces the law. I keep saying this on this channel. But unless you have laws that are enforced with the police and public authorities, then the people who break the law will continue to break the law. So we need, I think, a different approach. What this country needs, because of a lot of people in this country and its arrogant nature, what we need are the military on the streets. Everything comes down to the army at the end of the day. And it's unfair on the army. But the police can't be trusted to enforce the law because their senior staff are advising not to, unless it's the last resort. Excuse me? When did the police get away with actually telling Parliament what they will and won't do? For that matter, where do they get off with actually telling the criminals what they will and won't do? A private internal memo, maybe, but they issue press releases saying this is what we're going to interpret the law as. Interpretation of the law is the judiciary. It's not for the police to interpret, it's up to the courts. The police carry out the law. I'm fed up with this country and all these public organisations that think they can interpret the law. Do what the law states, and then, if it's wrong, the courts will tell you. I don't know. But lockdown 3 isn't going to work because lockdown 2 didn't work and lockdown 1 didn't work. Okay, lockdown 1 did sort of lower the rate, but the way we run lockdown, it puts too many exceptions in, and there's so much fluidity in the exceptions, the police can't challenge anyone. All they've got to say is we're out for exercise. Do you live in the same house? No. The police can't challenge you. They haven't got the right to challenge you on this. They can't even ask you for proof of address. And that's why lockdowns will not work, because when Parliament puts lockdowns in place, they don't give the police the powers to enforce it. If they get told there's a party, the police get told there's a party, then unless they can hear a party going on, if the police knock on the door and it goes quiet, they've got no right to open that door. So all you've got to do is go quiet when the police knock, or when you hear a knock on the door. And then the police can't do anything. Even if they know you're in there, you don't have to open the door to them. I don't know, this country drives me up the wall. The only way to deal with this virus, like I've been saying for months now, is to fully lock down, to stop people going out at all for 6 continuous weeks. That way everyone that has the virus would have had it all done and dusted by then, and no one would have the virus left in the country. I mean, I would shut down the borders, all transport, everything. No one goes to work. You either work remotely or you stay at home. There's no, you can go to work. No. If you really want to sort this virus out, the government has to pay people 6 weeks' money to stay at home and not go out. They have to provide the food, they have to provide all the services for everyone to stay indoors. And there is no excuse to go out. Medical services can be done remotely, mostly. Where it's consultations, they can do it remotely, because I've had one. Or they can send district nurses out. I've just had one this morning. I didn't even know she was coming. So there are no excuses for going outside. And the fact that Boris Johnson allows people to go outside means he doesn't really care about the economy or the country. Because if he did, he would clamp down like some other countries have done, and now those other countries have got their freedom back. This is not good enough, Mr. Johnson. You're not taking the hard decisions. You're not even taking the right decisions. You're placating the audience. You're playing to the crowd. You're not governing the country. Lockdown should be lockdown. Any exceptions means it's not a lockdown and people ignore it. If you give people an excuse, they will take it. Do you really think there's that many people in the country that want to go out for an hour's exercise? They never went out for an hour's exercise when we weren't in lockdown. So why all of a sudden is 3/4 of the country going out for exercise? Come on, Johnson, wake up, smell the coffee, and put 2 and 2 together. Don't do a Trump. Think for yourself and work the solution. That's my rant over with. Good luck, Britain, with this lockdown. And no doubt, over the next few weeks, I will mention this again. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.